Now, the family of Fees Must Fall activist Kanya Cekeshe say they hope he'll be home in time for Christmas. It follows the announcement by President Cyril Ramaphosa that Cekeshe is among the prisoners granted a special remission of sentence. He was arrested during the Fees Must Fall protests and charged for torching a police vehicle as well as public violence. He was sentenced in December 2017 to 8 years in prison with 3 years suspended. He served 2 years behind bars. Newzroom Africa's Mbali Thethani has more.
I'm on the verge of tears right now because I had hoped that I would be taking him home.
A mother's hope, soon to be realized, having her son home before Christmas. Fees Must Fall activist Kanya Cekeshe is one of thousands of prisoners who have been granted special remission of sentence, slicing off 12 months from their original prison sentence. This was announced by President Cyril Ramaphosa, qualifying Cekeshe for immediate parole. His family says they hope he will be released soon.
There's a sense of quiet optimism. This is the most movement we've seen over the years. But it's like I've been saying all along, until he comes home, we can't bank on anything. I mean, there's still a process with the parole thing. So until that happens and he's home, we are quietly optimistic.
The family has been in and out of court with efforts of trying to get him released. His uncle says it has been a difficult period for the family.
It's been tough. You can only imagine a parent going through what they're going through. Your son incarcerated for what has been proven to be a legitimate cause. It's been tough, but we rally on. What do you do?
It is the EFF that rallied behind Cekeshe, calling for his release. They even went as far as appointing a legal representative for the 25-year-old. Party leader Julius Malema has welcomed the president's action.
But I became more excited when the president told me that Kanya Cekeshe will be going home. The president, when he speaks about Kanya Cekeshe, he says, and this young man that the EFF has been campaigning that he must be released, he will be released. And I thought I must brief you before we announce, because you are the ones who have been championing the release of this young man.
Despite this remission of sentence, Cekeshe will still have a criminal record. He can apply for a presidential pardon. Political analyst Somadoda Figeni says this is a step in the right direction.
I do think that it's a right thing to consider and even apply releasing a younger person. There is nothing as devastating as young people who, through youthful indiscretion at times and their political convictions, doing things which many of us did. When we look back, we say, wow. But once given a chance to move on, you apply different methods, you reflect. That in itself is very important, especially for younger people.
While the family is hopeful that Cekeshe will be home by next week, it's not yet clear when he will be released. For Newzroom Africa on Channel 405, I'm Mbali Thethani in Johannesburg.